Hello everyone, I'm here with my next video on the chapter Madam Rides the Bus by Vallikkannan. This is for the students of class 10. In this chapter, I have covered all the question and answers that can be formed from the chapter. In the beginning, there is the summary explaining the lesson. So let's get started. Let us quickly go through the summary. This is a very beautiful and sensitive story of an 8-year-old girl who was very eager to know about the world outside. As she did not have any friends to play with, she remains indoors and remains busy watching the people around the street. She was very curious to enjoy the ride on the bus. The bus goes from her village to the closest town. She gets to know the timings of the bus from one of her neighbors. The bus travels to the nearby town, which was approximately 6 miles from her village. The fare for the bus ticket one way was 30 paise, and so Valli started saving all the stray coins and even suppressed her temptations to buy the things she always wanted to buy. She eagerly wants to have a ride, and so she planned to travel in the afternoon while her mother was taking a nap. Valli was standing and waiting for the bus at the roadside. As the bus came, she told the conductor that she wanted to go to nearby town. The conductor seemed to be a good person. He called her madam and told her to take a seat. The bus was new and painted white with green color stripes. The seats on the bus were very comfortable and luxurious. On her journey, she enjoys every bit of her journey. She enjoyed watching the lofty mountains, lush green fields, and palm trees. She experienced all this for the first time with her own eyes. On her way to town, she also saw a young cow that was crossing the road. All this experience was very mesmerizing for her. This journey was like a dream come true. She watched everything from small to big and cherished every moment of her journey. The landscape was her prime focus. After some time, the bus reached its final destination and all the passengers got down. The conductor asked her also to alight the bus. Valli remained on the bus and took the return ticket as well. The bus started its return journey and the girl saw the same cow dead by the roadside. The scene made her heart cry and she became sad. She tries to understand the meaning of life and death with this experience. She came back home and rejoined her family but did not utter a word about her journey. Let us start the question and answers. Question 1. What was Valli's favorite pastime? Valli's favorite pastime was to stand in the front doorway of her house and observe everything happening on the street. Question 2. What do you think Valli was planning to do? The answer is Valli was planning to ride on the bus. She had developed a strong desire for it. She had calculated the time to cover the complete journey. It took 90 minutes in total to go to the town and return. She also planned and saved the money that would be required for the bus ride. Question 3. Why does the conductor call Valli Madam? The answer is the conductor calls her Madam because of her confidence. When she was trying to board the bus, the conductor stretched his hand to help her, but Valli didn't take his help and said that she could get onto the bus herself. She tried to behave like a mature lady. Therefore, the conductor tried to crack a light-hearted joke by addressing her as Madam. Question 4. What did Valli see on her way that made her laugh? On her way, Valli saw that a cow was crossing the road. The driver slowed down the vehicle and sounded the horn. The cow kept galloping in front of the bus. This made Valli laugh heartily. She laughed so hard that tears rolled down her cheeks. Question 5. How did Valli save up money for her first journey? Was it easy for her? The answer is, to save up money for her first journey, Valli resisted her temptation to buy toffees, toys, balloons, etc. from the stray coins that she had collected. Moreover, in the village fair, she eagerly wanted to ride the merry-go-round, but she had suppressed her desire to save the money for using it later on the bus ride. Question 6. Why does Valli stand up on the seat? The answer is, Valli wanted to look outside the bus. She found her view blocked by the canvas blind that covered the lower part of the window. In order to have a better view, she stood up on the seat and peered over the blind. She saw a canal, palm trees, grassland, mountains, green fields, and the blue sky. Question 7. What does Valli tell the elderly man when he calls her a child? The answer is, Valli replied that there was nobody in the bus who was a child. She told him that she had paid her fare of 30 paise like everyone else. Question 8. Why didn't Valli want to make friends with the elderly woman? The answer is, Valli did not want to make friends with elderly woman because she looked quite repulsive. She had big ear holes and was wearing ugly earrings. Apart from this, she was chewing betel and her mouth was also filled with betel juice. Question 10. What did Valli see on her way that made her laugh? The answer is, Valli saw a young cow, tail high in the air, running very fast in the middle of the road in the front of the bus. The driver sounded his horn again and again so that the cow moved away. But the more he honked, the more frightened the animal became and faster it galloped. This all seemed very funny to Valli and she laughed and laughed till there were tears in her eyes. Question 11. Why didn't she get off the bus at the bus station? The answer is, Valli had planned that she only wanted to ride on the bus. She would spend 30 paise on the fare, go to the town and then come back by the same bus before her mother woke up. She didn't have time or money to go to see the town. Question 12. Why didn't Valli want to go to the stall to have a drink? What does this tell you about her? Valli had saved only 60 paise for the trip. She didn't want to waste any money on any other thing as she had to go back by the same bus at any cost. So when the conductor suggested her to get down and have a drink, she refused. He offered to bring one for her, but she still refused. This tells us that she was self-disciplined and a well-mannered girl. Question 13. How did Valli plan her bus ride? What did she find out about the bus and how did she save up the fare? Over many days and months, Valli listened carefully to the conversations between her neighbors and the people who regularly used the bus and asked a few discreet questions here and there. She came to know that the town was 6 miles from her village. The bus fare was 30 paise and the bus trip took 45 minutes. She also thought that if she stayed in the bus and came back by the same bus, it would only cost her 60 paise. She saved each and every penny she got, resisting all temptation to buy papermints, toys, etc., and even a ride on the merry-go-round at the village annual fair so as to save 60 paise. It was a secret trip which she had planned without the knowledge of her parents. Question 14. Why does Vali refuse to look out of the window on her way back? The answer is Vali refused to look out of the window on her way back as she saw the dead body of the cow who was running towards the bus when she was going to the town. This made her sad and frightened. The harsh reality of life and death dawned on her. Question 15. What does Vali mean when she says, I was just agreeing with you what you said about things happening without her knowledge? The answer is, while making this statement, Vali was trying to hide the fact about her bus ride. She was also feeling elated at making a successful attempt of her plan. Question 16. The author describes the things that Vali sees from an 8-year-old point of view. Can you find evidence from the text for this statement? The answer is yes. For example, when the author says she was fascinated by the bus and watching the bus fill with new set of people each time was a source of unending joy for her. When the author describes a bus, she stresses on the color and look of the new bus like silver because a child is attracted towards colors. The seats were soft and luxurious. The description that the author gives when Vali looked outside are also a typical of 8-year-old. The blue sky and acres of green field shows the enthusiasm of a child. A cow running in front of the bus fascinated the child, whereas the sight of the dead cow brought tears in her eyes and she refused to look outside the window on her return journey. This all describes the behavior of an 8-year-old child aptly. Question 17. Describe the interior and exterior of the bus. The answer is, the bus that she boarded was new and was painted white, which was gleaming and had green stripes along the sides. The interior of the bus had overhead bars which shone like silver, and there was a beautiful clock placed above the windshield. The seats were luxurious, soft and comfortable. Question 18. Write a brief character sketch of the conductor. The answer is, the bus conductor in the story Madam Rides the Bus was an amiable person with pleasant manners and a general inclination to help and spread happiness. He exhibits genuine concern for the young girl traveling alone and made sure that she was comfortably seated and also offered to buy her something to drink. He was a jolly sort of a person who offered Vali a front seat in the bus and called her Madam to tease her. I hope the question and answers video was helpful to each one of you. Do let me know in the comment section what else you want. Take care of yourself. Bye.